Okay. So we need to build aluminum ingot smelting. And the good news is, I think that, I don't know that that's done here. I think it's done in a blender? No. There's no way it's done in a blender, right? Aluminum ingot is probably just... It's a foundry. Okay, so very, just a 2-input smelter. We'll put it over here. Ooh, we should probably come up with a blueprint for our foundries, though. Kind of like our smelting setup that we could add to it if it ever needs to be expanded. Modding for the Ocarina of Time stream was very stressful. The fact that Tony modded one stream all alone is crazy banana juice. It was crazy banana juice, indeed. The major positive is that I read chat at a tiny rate that day. A tiny rate. I read like 10% of chat messages, if that. 5% of chat messages that day. I guess is good. Okay, so what does our foundry setup look like? Similar to our smelter setup, we want to put it like close as you can. We'll need Mark IVs like this. We'll want the input and output on the same side. So we would want a splitter, splitter, probably splitter, splitter. So aluminum scrap goes in one of these. Silica goes in the other. At our current rate, we can only hold 90 per minute, but we make 60 per minute. So we get a merger going here. We're gonna need some oh boy, we're gonna need some power. Tuck that sucker leg there. I just warned Luke for the second time. This is when I find out that after the second warning, Twitch just auto bans. Wait, really? Luke, by the way. Wait, he's banned now? I thought you meant if you got a third one. No, he's not banned. He's banned. You're kidding? About the auto ban part or the warning part? The auto ban part, probably, right? Both? I don't know. Brother, I'm kidding. Okay. So at 90, I mean, here's the thing to think. Here's the part that is a little sketchy about what I'm doing here. The most aluminum I can now make is 90 divided by whatever our logistic Mark V belts will be able to bring in of aluminum scrap. So like 480, what is it going to be? 720, I think. So, you know, like 6 or 8 of these machines, meaning 6 or 8 times, so 480 maybe aluminum ingot max. With our current, like with deciding to put it on the belt, that's the problem. On the bus, that's the problem. I think that's probably fine for now. We can also just build this out more. We don't actually need to build this. Let's do this. Let's put it to like there. It's going to be our output. Our output, right there is still good technically. We want to go to here. So this is aluminum scrap, and then silica is here. So delete that one, delete this one. I've heard you say a few times you decide which games to play based on your excitement for them. How do you know you're excited since you're going in totally blind? I mean, I'm not always going in totally blind. Like Majora's Mask, for instance. Sorry if my questions are annoying. Not at all. In no way, in no way, place, or shape are they annoying. Great questions. I'm not always going in completely blind. I tend to go in as blind as I can, but I know a little bit about like what Tears of the Kingdom or Majora's Mask will be, at least in terms of like I can relate them to another game. I knew Satisfactory was a factory game, and I know, for instance, that factory games, I can't play too many of them at once or even back to back because my brain is like, I feel like my brain is like shaped by the way that the factory game works. So if I played Factorio directly after this, I would be bringing Satisfactory solutions to Factorio. I'd be bringing et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It also is just like, frankly, if I played factory games constantly on Twitch, it's not that it would kill my channel. It's just that, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, your brain's a shape, all right? Yeah, my brain is a shape. Flat. Smooth. So a lot of it, it's like, what kind of experience am I hungry for? Games are so various that like factory game is one very specific type of experience. Souls-like game, like a Sekiro or a Dark Souls game, like that is a whole other kind of experience. And mostly what I'm hungry for is like, I really want to sit down and I want to just die to bosses over and over again. Or I want to sit down and I want to have a puzzle. I want to have a puzzly game. So I know, for instance, that like Talos Principle is a puzzly game. I want to have something that I can really sink my teeth into from a storytelling perspective. Mostly I'm just like picking up context clues from like the people who popped in to say, hey, Slay the Princess is really your type of game. I'd be like, what's it about? And they'd be like, we can't really tell you, but I'd be interested in hearing your like writer take on it. So then I know that it's like, okay, it's probably more of a like sink my brain into it rather than my, sink my master's degree into it rather than something else. So that's mostly what I mean by like what I'm hungry for. I also, a big one too for me is like I want to be able to feel excited by a game, and a lot of times with like an intellectual property, I just know like I want to feel a lot of excitement to see like Zelda on the screen. Princess Zelda on the screen. I want to feel a lot of excitement to see like the Master Sword again, that kind of thing. Where I'm just like, take a break, distance makes the heart grow fonder type of thing. Ah, shit, I shouldn't actually build that yet. That's mostly how I'm trying to think about it in those situations. If that makes sense. Yeah, it's a good question. I also don't always get it right. Like, frankly, I've gotten it wrong before. I've also, like, one of the biggest learning lessons I had on streaming or YouTube for me was this is going the wrong direction. Why did I build a merger? That's what is wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. I really liked Subnautica 1. And I was like, dude, hell yeah, I'll just play Subnautica Below Zero right afterwards. And then I started to think about doing that, and I was like, no, it'll feel more like a chore. Like, I need rest. I don't ever want it to feel like a chore. I just need to rest, Instead, I'd rather have the feeling of, like, returning to something that is an old favorite kind of deal. Time for therapy. Good luck, Carly. Shit, I shouldn't do this straight. You got this. Pumping people up for therapy is good, right? That makes sense. I appreciate the way you think and play through games so intentionally. It makes it fun to watch. Thank you. I try and play through games intentionally. The other thing I try, like to me that feels really important, is I try to just feel... I try to cultivate wherever I can an excitement to play the games. I can think of nothing less fun than watching a person who is not excited to play a game. Like, games are so playful, like, inherently. They're so, like... I would just really, really hate to be sitting there, like, playing a game and not be able to feel playful with it, you know? So a lot of times that just means, like, taking some space or some time to... Sometimes I don't know until I'm, like, done with the game, either. Why is this yellow? What are you clipping to? What the fuck? What are you even clipping to? Whatever. I don't know. I haven't perfected it either. Is the other part of it. Like, oh, we're gonna have some ugly clipping. God damn it. Oh well. Oh well. That'll be fine. The way I get in trouble is that often I don't know how long a game will take me to play, and then I'm like, oh boy, we're gonna be playing Satisfactory for the entire calendar year, huh? Everything's been ugly clipping this far. Shut it. Shut it. Aluminum ingots. Let's go, baby. Aluminum sheets take ingots and copper ingots. Assemblers, 30 per minute, 3 to 1. Cool. We should probably build more of this, but it's fine. If it makes you feel better, I recently watched a streamer guess that he was on his last Tunic stream for 5 streams in a row. I'll be honest, that is the part of it that I find maybe most difficult from a blind perspective, is that, like, it turns out it makes it really, really hard to plan, like, when a lore stream will happen or when you can, like, finish a playthrough to, like, make the next playthrough happen. Like, that part of it is very difficult for me. And in fact, it's when going in blind. In fact... no spoilers, but I recently had a with the game that is I recently had an experience where I was like, I'm already done with the game?
Narrator. He was not, in fact, nearly done with the game.
No Tunic spoilers, please. I would never dream. I would never dream. Tunic's a great game. Everybody should play it. It's not clipping. It's a manipulation of time-space continuum. Okay, we'll build more of these eventually. Look at our new signs, by the way, chat. We made some new signs. This is floor 8. This is making aluminum ingot. We'll do that. We'll put it here. Aluminum ingot. We'll probably call it a loom so that it fits on the line. Done. Go up here. This will be all clad loom sheet. Is that what it's called? What is all clad? Chat, front seat question. What does all clad mean? A-L-C-L-A-D. I just misspelled it because my keyboard accidentally types double D's. While we're on the topic, I have a deal with my husband to play Tunic as soon as I'm done with an art project for him. So I really hope he enjoys it. Whoa. Aluminum cladding. Okay, so second front seat question. What does aluminum cladding mean? Copper with aluminum over it? Okay, well, that makes sense because it takes 3 aluminum, 1 copper. So that checks out. It's like gilding. It's like covered in gold. Ironclad or ironclad? That's... Ah! It's like ironclad. Covered in iron, not made of iron. That makes sense. Fuck. Okay. So now we said we need what again? Assemblers? We need assemblers. We're going to put them down here on every floor, even if that means I have to belt stuff all the way around here. Just because it's a really easy way. We check it. We fly up and down on this side of the thing, and then you can always see the belts coming in to see what is low, like what belts are full, what isn't. 30 per minute and 10 per minute. To make 30 per minute. Okay. Could really not be that difficult to chuck down. I highly doubt I need to make 6 of these, especially considering I just made 2 of the last thing. But we're going to we're gonna do it. Why not, right? We are automating. Let's go. Whatever we make here, we're going to have to throw into the freaking dimensional depots too, because I think it's probably going to be required for making the whatchamacallit, Mark V material, conveyors and stuff. Splitters. I have Tunic, but I started it, got stuck somewhere, haven't gone back. Oops. Absolutely want to play it again at some point, though. I gotta tell you, you know what the best motivation for finishing games that are puzzly and hard are? You know what the best motivation is, I should say? Having a YouTube channel and a Twitch stream. It's really, really good for... I'm very, very lucky. Having games being my job means that I finish games more often than I otherwise would, which is really handy. Really goddamn handy. Maybe that's the key. Like, even if you're not, like, streaming to a, you know, to enough people or, like, to many people, just, like, stream it anyways. That way you're like, well, I have a stream schedule to follow. I better play it. Peer pressure, yeah. Ikulo says it's my bedtime. Thank you. Good night. Thanks for being here. Hope to be here tomorrow, but we will see. We will see. What do you got, a date or something? Your 69th date? Bye, Ikulos. Okay, so we got... What the fuck is this doing? Oh, I understand. Okay. No comment? Oh! Let's go. Let's go. So. Excuse me? Shouldn't this be the thing? Shouldn't this be the thing? Yeah, sounds good, Mars. No worries. Glad to see you. Good. Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for the stimulating conversation. Bye. Oh, never mind. One over? Wait. Did I do the right one? No. Oh, I never hooked it up. I forgot. I deleted it because it was in the way. There we go. Do. Does anybody here know what Trackstar is? If I say Trackstar, like the social media account, does anybody know what that is? I've been on a kick recently of watching Trackstar social media content. Trackstar is a like music social media account, and they post it's like a man on the street type interview where they post interviews with people where they'll often in like New York City, where they'll stop a person on the street and they'll be like, "What kind of music do you listen to?" The host will ask that. The person will say, "Reggae," and the host will start playing reggae songs. And if the person can name the artist, then they get $5. And then it doubles every time you get an artist correct. So it's just a very fun, like, it's one of those, you know, like it's a contest type thing. You can choose to try for doubling your money, or you can stop where you are and take home some money. I have seen those. The best part of it is just that the playlists are fucking like the episodes always feature amazing the little shorts always feature amazing music. And I have learned about so many new songs and so many new artists just from an interview with a person who's like, yeah, I'm really into like slow dive or sorry, not slow dive. That's the name of the band. Shoegaze music or like dream pop music. And I'm like, "Oh, I've listened to some Slow Dive, the band, before. Like, I know a little bit of shoegaze." And then they'll go for like 8 straight songs, and it's 8 straight artists I've never heard of, and I'm like, "What? This song's amazing. This sounds awesome." I would be so bad at it myself. I mean, same for sure. But it's so much fun to see people be really good at it and be like, "Oh my god, this person really does know every single 90s hip hop song that's ever been made." And recently they've gotten into having a lot of like, you know, artists, like actual musical artists on. Oops, what am I doing? To talk about stuff. Or to play the game, which is also just fun. Okay, let's check you in there. Let's check you in there. Fuck it. Confession time, I never finished Outer Wilds despite really enjoying it because I got too meticulous in my note-taking that whenever I had downtime to play games, I was like, no, that would take too much brain power. Oh, no. Didn't they get Jacob Collier on at one point? I didn't know that. I'll have to look back. I saw an episode recently where they had Haim on, and I was like, oh, let's go. Also, they did one recently where they played Justin Vernon, a.k.a. Bon Iver's new music to people. Like unreleased Justin Vernon songs. Bon Iver songs. And Justin Vernon was sitting there standing beside the people as they listened. And they were like, all right, what do you think of this music? And he was getting roasted. The people were like, oh, I don't know, not my style. Jacob's a nut job in a good way. Jacob is like, Jacob Collier, I don't know a ton about him, but from his vibe purely, I'm just so happy he exists. You know? He's one of those humans that I'm like, oh man. Wait, my game is broken. Wait, my game is broken. My hotbar's not working. Like you're just one of those people who like makes me feel like I should be Why is my hotbar not working? What the fuck? I should be expressing myself more creatively. Like I can express my true self more creatively. And you're a good example of that. You know, like Jacob Collier is always wearing the most bright stuff. He's always got the most earnest look on his face. He always takes things like, seems like he takes things so sincerely, you know? Plus he's like a musical talent, but you know. There it is. That was weird. I broke the game for a second. I'll have to look up and see if there was a Trackstar episode with the Complexly video he did with Hank Green recently was fun. What? I haven't seen that. I think Mars is a big Jacob Collier fan. Actually. I can't wait for this fucking hover pack or whatever it's called. Cannot wait. The amount of aim that I have to do to try and get this correct. Uh-oh. Did it all Mark III. Do. Put this over here. Put a little... Put a little dimensional depot on it. I'm not using... I can imagine a world in which you would use smart splitters for your dimensional depots to ensure that your factory got the like first pick of the litter in terms of like got the materials it needed first, or that your dimensional depots got what it needed first. I think that is overcooking it for me personally. I don't need to do that. I'll just let it equally sort it out. If my factory is working well enough, then it should be able to do both, at least semi-regularly. And at least eventually I'll take a break from building and then it'll catch up. Hitting tab a few times usually helps. Okay, thank you. We're going to put you there, but you don't have the room for it, so we're going to put you there. Ah. Done. Okay. We have all-clad aluminum sheets, which I need some of for the Logistics Mark V. I'm going to let it produce. Should I let it produce for a second? I feel like it's producing quick enough that I can probably get... I'll come right back up. I'm going to go get the other things, and then I'll be back for that stuff. Actually, I can just do it right here, right? Congrats, that's a major milestone. Not a milestone, of course, but a milestone. Yeah, thank you. I'm feeling pretty good about how we've handled aluminum so far. I can't wait for it to get more complicated or... to see what happens there, but when I want materials, I feel like this is a kind of funny thing to do. Stand here and drag a little belt out and pick them all up by hand. I only need 400 more. Oh, no. I wish you could hold E. Okay, now I want coffee. My finger hurts. Not enough space. Uh-oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. Gonna have to trash some shit, let's be honest. Especially silica. I don't need that in my inventory. And any of the aluminum stuff. Nope, don't get rid of the all-clad. I need that. Shammy. I'm British, and now I've put on the kettle. Name a more British thing to do than put on a kettle. Never mind. I was gonna say something about putting another culture. Has anybody seen that James Acaster bit about British museums? I was gonna say take another culture's prized historical artifacts and put it in a museum. Yes, I love him. James Acaster, speaking of delightful humans, who else gives off Jacob Collier energy? James Acaster? Jacob Collier? I don't know how you pronounce his name. Like, that's very similar energy, right? James Acaster is so fucking funny, dude. I needed some encased industrial beams, which are... I could just go to the source, but instead of going to the source, if I do this up here, then I can also just go grab the all-clad aluminum sheets as soon as that's done, which should be very soon. Oh, wait, I already have enough of these. I already have hundreds in my inventory. Okay, never mind. Ah! I deleted the fountain. No, I deleted the fucking floor. That's not good. Yikes. I gotta fix that. I don't know if this will still line up. Oh, it deleted this too, so. No! Wrong button. Let's go down from here. Duh. James Acaster on Would I Lie to You? About how he has a nemesis who's like a 12-year-old boy who gave him a cabbage or something for his birthday. Yeah, I'll just watch it all. I'll watch all of it. James Acaster's on it. I'll watch it. I still need to watch her D&D videos, but I get these vibes from Deborah Ann Wool from the clips I've seen of her. I don't know who that is. Uh, 94. I need 200. Okay, well. We're not as close as I thought we'd be. But we are making a couple pretty quickly. So, what we'll do... Let's go up to the top. We'll bop to the top. There's some stored inside of the belt. I think the British, like, comedian panel TV show, whatever those are called, are all really, really funny. I tend to watch them whenever they pop up on social media. It's like they're, like, it's not the same, but they're, like, dropout content, like, adjacent sometimes. It's not the same level of nerdiness, but it is the same level of, like, irreverence. And often they're a little bit, like, brainier. Which I like. She was in an Adventuring Academy interview, but that was in the COVID era, so I need to prep myself for the mic quality. Let me Google this person. Deborah Ann Wool. I don't know this person. He was in True Blood. 188. We need 12 more. Okay, after this, the next question is, what's next? Probably we can make aluminum casing, right? Which just takes aluminum ingot to make aluminum casing. Aluminum casing is used in iodine-infused filters in batteries and in radio control units. We're going to have to ramp all of this up so much in order to get to completing phase 4, I'm sure. But But let's go complete this this research. Logistics Mark 5. Boom.
Milestone reached. FICSIT dedicated this milestone to the
Let's
conveyor
go.
belt and lift Mark V.
Let's
They
go.
may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure. It's a good thing I'm here.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're here, for sure, for sure. You're not hurting my, The hover pack is actually, I can build it, like, right now. Holy shit. I have to wait on 100 more of those things. That's it. Can't even include things yet because of the, I have to wait for the thing. That makes sense. I can't load it. Hell yeah. Tiny bit faster belts. They almost run at twice the, 780 divided by 480. They run 62% faster. I kind of figured it was sarcasm. Okay. So what that probably means is probably the next time you come to stream, I'm going to have the entire factory decked out in Mark V stuff. I don't actually think I have that much. I have a dismantle crate over there. Like, all of these, every single one of these can now be upgraded to Mark V. The amount of all-clad that's going to take, a lot. But you got to get with the times. You got to keep the factory moving. That means I'm also going to need to do all of these Mark V. Any place that we are... Basically any place, it needs to be Mark V. God, I wish I could just click a button and make my entire factory run faster, but I don't think it's going to quite work like that. So that's fun. But... it will be nice to have the whole thing run faster, including our bauxite area. That's the thing we should probably go fix, like, now, honestly. I wonder how our silica is doing. Is this silica belt full? It is full right now. So to me, that suggests we ought to probably increase our aluminum smelting that we were doing. It's 3:24. I probably shouldn't go much longer. I need to get off in like 5 minutes, but let's just increase the smelting. Can't hurt us too much. Do. God, what a factory we've built. We've spent so much time in this world. Crazy. We've built a lot. The whole sky is going to be overtaken by our train stations before too long. Like, that's our rubber and plastic. That's our alumina stuff. I don't know why exactly I built it this way, but I think it'll be fine. This direction. How many hours do you have in the game at this point? 164. 165. We're 2 minutes away from 165. Jesus Christ. That is not a small amount of hours. Yay for resource extraction. It's probably... let's do 8. The fuck? Why did it build over there? Is 8? Makes sense. 6 is probably fine. 8 gets us up to 480. $780 divided by 90 means I could support 8 factories hypothetically with the aluminum scrap. Hypothetically. Of course, my actual build won't be able to do that, but let's just do it then. Let's build all 8. The silica belt will be empty constantly, but that just means we have to upgrade it more next time. That's so many controls. Wow. Jokes aside, I totally get it. I have 2,000 hours in Overwatch. Yeah. Yep. It is. I mean, it is kind of sad to be, to play a game this long and think what you could have also played during the same time. I have 0 regrets, and I don't, I knew I was in for something big when I started the game, and I'm more committed to it now than ever. But it is the reason I won't be playing like Factorio right after this, for instance, despite the fact that I want to play Factorio. Should I be making these Mark V? I should at least be making these Mark V. I think I basically need to make everything Mark V from here on out. That's kind of the play. There are rare occasions when I'm wrong and I shouldn't, but I should basically be making everything Mark V from here on out. So many of these don't matter, but the thing that we like, I'm making things Mark V that shouldn't be, but the thing that we gain when we make them Mark V, even though they shouldn't be, is that we gain certainty that we have built everything in a way that the limiting factor will not be the belts that connect them, which is valuable. You're future-proofing. You're solving yourself from having to troubleshoot in certain ways. Like if the belts are never the problem in terms of speed, then that's one less thing I ever have to think about in terms of problem solving. Yeah. That's my philosophy too. Does that mean we're gonna be a little low on aluminum? Yeah, but that's why we're building shit right now. And we have a really good aluminum solution, like back at the bauxite factory. So I feel that's ugly. I feel good being like, it's a thing we can lean on. We can make it stronger if we need to, 100%. Was that machine never turned on? That's funny. We got to do power still. If you were to ask me at what point a game becomes work, requiring a built-in calculator would probably be one of my criteria. Just kidding. Yeah, it's true. That said, I'm the kind of person who, I can get excited by, can't we all get excited by, solving problems of one sort or another? This just gives you a game where you can make really satisfying solutions to some problems. It's 3:29. I need to get off by 3:30. Thank you for the reminder. Mom, just 1 or 2 more minutes. 1 or 2 more minutes. I can't just stop in the middle of the game, Mom. I can't save in the middle of my Call of Duty lobby. Oh, in Satisfactory, you can just save whenever you want and stop? Oh. I have to tell you, it makes a lot of sense that they would make the hover pack thingy available starting around now, because trying to stand on one of those goddamn belts is impossible. You're zooming. Mom, I just need to catch this Pokemon. I do get the same thrill and Satisfactory as I get from a really complicated SQL query finally coming together at work. Oh, I've been riding the high of, I think it was 2 days ago in the Discord that I typed Eureka in the gaming channel and said this is related to Satisfactory. I've been riding the high of figuring out that I could use awesome syncs to make a truly perfect closed-loop bauxite solution for 2 days now. I've been so happy about that. It's all Mark 4, or sorry, Mark 5. It's all Mark 5. Oh, shit, wrong button. Mark 5, Mark 5. Did we add aluminum ingots to the, we did not, to the dimensional depot? I don't know that we need to, but we probably should. Do it just for the sake of it. Oh my god. I need a hover pack immediately. I don't know how they work. I'm very excited to find out. Lovely to see your factory flow that fast. It's pronounced squeal. It's pronounced suckle. It's pronounced however the frick you want. SQL. SQL. How's it actually pronounced? Tell me so that I can forget and pronounce it how I want. Oh, I got caught on the sign. It's pronounced sequel. Oh, I think you guys told me that once. My bad. Okay, I'm going to have to do all of this replacing on off stream anyways, because it's going to be, you know, I have to replace everything and make it Mark 5, like that right there. Mark 5. But that's okay. Thought I need to do it right now. Lots of people say sequel, but SQL is just as valid. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. Did I grab any? I only grabbed 13. Why did I do that? Why did I only grab 13? I could do another research right now if I wanted to. Shit. I don't have enough motors anyways. $334. I need to stop. Oh, boy. Success. Bauxite online. Aluminum being smelted. Aluminum ingots being smelted. All clad aluminum sheets being done. So we need to, our to-do list for next time includes aluminum casing, more bauxite refining to meet those speeds. Off stream, I am going to convert our entire factory to Mark 5. I am going to, I may actually do the more bauxite refining off stream as well. I'm not sure. It's just setting up the same thing again, which is just takes time to set it up. That's all it does. It's not like it's anything particularly interesting. I'll dismantle crate. I hate having dismantle crate on the fucking map. I hate it a lot. And I need to fix my blueprints because I have added more items to the blueprints. That's what I'll do. I hate to be that guy. I truly think it's pointless and not fun to argue how people pronounce acronyms. I think it's pointless. I agree. I think it's funny, especially when I'm the butt of the joke, which is good because I've mispronounced the shit out of things. All right, I gotta call it a stream there. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to leave a like on the video. We're still cranking. Satisfactory. Isn't that just pronounced acronym? Exactly, it's acronym. Acronym. Or something. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow with another stream. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Much love from me to you. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.